Here we go! We're doing another one of these videos where we talk about what the word acting means. Now, most of you probably have no idea what act means, A-C-T. Well, acting is when you pretend to be someone or in a situation that you either aren't actually in or a person you aren't actually are, okay? So basically, if I said, I'm the King of England, that would be acting, because you know I'm not really the King of England. Unfortunately, in today's day and age, we cannot allow people who are not actually the person act. What that means is, it would be wrong for me to pretend to be the King of England. Only the King of England can pretend to be the King of England. I'm being facetious. The point I'm making is, this man here, Adam Pearson, tweeted, "Yet even more cripping up in Hollywood, this time by, regrettably, one of my favorite actors, Bryan Cranston. Referring to it as a business decision was a poor choice of words. I don't want to take away from the endeavor of acting, though. I think the idea that anyone can play anything, or that if a disabled person plays a disabled character, the level of acting is somehow less need to be discussed and critically examined. Please don't mishear me. I'm not looking to push this too far. And say only disabled people can play disabled roles, as that is equally unhelpful and bigoted." Thank you, Adam. That's fantastic. "The claim I am putting forward is that in the 90-year history of the Oscars, 16% have been awarded for movies performances based upon a portrayal of disability and the disabled experience, with 20-plus able-bodied actors winning awards. In the same period, however, only 2 disabled actors have been awarded the same accolade. Most recently was Marlee Matlin back in 1987. All of this is happening against a backdrop of a supposed woken culture. Actors like Meryl Streep criticizing Donald Trump for impersonating a disabled journalist. I'm forced to ask, how is what Bryan Cranston is doing here any better?" This is in reference to a movie called The Upside, which I just praised the other day when I praised Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart apologized again, and I'm upset that he did. I'm upset. I'm upset that he caved in to the angry mob because he had already apologized. This is his 3rd apology. It's not going to stop. It never will. But the point is, I talked about The Upside looking like a really fantastic movie. It looks really, really funny. Bryan Cranston plays a man who is paralyzed from the neck down. So Adam Pearson says, disabled actors are often overlooked, and it is woefully clear that from an accessibility point of view, both film and TV are failing massively. When can we stop all the woke virtue signaling and have a real discussion about the issue? Well, apparently, it's not just... apparently, this man Adam Pearson is actually responding to a controversy that exists outside of his own criticism. You'd think this is him. He made the controversy. No, he didn't. From the BBC News, Breaking Bad star defends playing disabled character. Kevin Hart can't cut himself a break, can he? Because first, he gets criticized because 10 years ago he made jokes that were homophobic. Well, he said he was never going to do them again. It wasn't enough. They wanted a direct apology, so he apologized twice. They said that wasn't enough, so he apologized again. Unfortunately, Mr. Kevin Hart, you are now aiding and abetting ableist movies because Bryan Cranston is not disabled, but is in fact playing a disabled man. Well, it seems like now Kevin Hart, oh my God, Kevin Hart went on The Ellen Show, and Ellen forgave him. Wasn't enough. They dragged Ellen after that. Now, Kevin Hart's in a movie called The Upside, and they're dragging Bryan Cranston because he played a disabled character. I feel bad for Kevin Hart at this point. I really do, man. He can't get himself a break. Bryan Cranston has defended playing a disabled character in his latest film, saying his casting as a man with quadriplegia was a business decision. I actually think that is a poor choice of words. I really do. You don't need to call it a business decision because that's actually kind of callous. You can say it's just he's an actor. Actors play roles. They sometimes play a role of a character who is disabled. Sometimes actors pretend to be things they're not. That was the joke I was making in the beginning of this video. In The Upside, the U.S. actor plays a wheelchair-using billionaire who hires a former criminal played by comedian Kevin Hart to be his live-in carer. As actors, we're asked to play other people, said the Breaking Bad star. Cranston said the subject was worthy for debate, and there should be more opportunities for disabled actors. Yet he maintained he was entitled to play characters whose attributes and abilities different from his own. He said, "If I, as a straight older person, and I'm wealthy, I'm very fortunate, does that mean I can't play a person who is not wealthy? Does that mean I can't play a homosexual?" he mused. "I don't know where does the restriction apply. Where is the line for that?" he told the Press Association. Jake Gyllenhaal and Dwayne Johnson are among others who have faced criticism for playing disabled actors. Gyllenhaal's 2017 film Stronger, about a man who lost both his legs in the Boston Marathon bombing, was criticized for not casting a disabled actor in the role. Last year, meanwhile, Johnson was censured for calling for more disabled actors on screen while also playing a man with a prosthetic leg in action film Skyscraper. I think this is... I thought this was obvious to everybody. Let me explain to you why Bryan Cranston is playing this role, why Jake Gyllenhaal played a role, and why Dwayne Johnson played this role. Because they are box office draws. Okay? There's a box office drag and a box office draw. When you cast Jake Gyllenhaal, The Rock, or Bryan Cranston, people say, I'd like to see that movie because I like those people. And thus, big films try to get celebrities to play roles. That's why they pay them so much. Brand power, likability, box office draws. That means sometimes you will have people playing people they're not. Did you know, this might shock you, Brad Pitt actually isn't a secret agent? We played one in The Smiths. Can we get some secret agent representation here, man? Now, obviously, you know I'm being a bit facetious. What they're talking about is like ableism. They're talking about marginalized communities, and secret agents aren't marginalized. But in that regard, where does it end? Are, like, neckbeards marginalized people? Well, you could say they are. Are incels marginalized people? To an extent. And I'm not talking about nice guys. I'm talking about literally, like, people who just have, like, the bottom rung of society in terms of, like, literally can't find anybody, have social skills, they're impaired. What about people with, like, Asperger's? Yeah, they're a marginalized community, right? Well, should they be guaranteed? So basically, what that means is, you know what? No. I'm going to bring up the story of Scarlett Johansson was going to play a trans character, a trans man, and everybody got really angry, and guess what happened? She said, you know what? You're right. I won't play the role, and guess what? No movie! None. They stopped making it. So do you want a movie that highlights the issue of quadriplegia, or no movie at all? Because isn't it a good thing that these issues are made relevant by movies? Look, if Bryan Cranston is going to bring awareness to it, it's a good thing. In fact, there are organizations that hire celebrities to be spokespeople for them when they don't have the disability. Like, look at the breast cancer awareness, like Susan G. Komen. I don't know specifically, but I'd imagine they've hired celebrity spokespeople before. They hired someone to speak on behalf of breast cancer awareness who didn't actually have breast cancer. No, the point I'm trying to make is, when it comes to these movies, when it comes to issues like trans rights with Scarlett Johansson, wouldn't it have been a really good thing to have a trans character on screen? Now, I know Scarlett Johansson is not a trans actress, but wouldn't it be good to show those issues to normalize it? What happens then when these movies get canceled? Well, now your perspective, what you experience, won't even be a part of culture because you've effectively gotten rid of it. So they say, Cranston's comments come in the wake of an ongoing debate over whether it is appropriate for straight actors to play gay or transgender roles or for white actors to play characters associated with ethnic minorities. Scarlett Johansson, Tilda Swinton, Jack Whitehall, and Ed Skrein are among those who have faced criticism for accepting certain roles. Some have gone on to withdraw from projects following backlash. Last month, Darren Criss said he would no longer accept LGBT scripts because he did not want to be another straight boy taking a gay man's role. What? But it's part of the character, for the love of all that is holy, my God. Are we really going to now never have a gay character again because we don't have enough gay actors? What about Jude Law playing Gandalf? Or no, I'm sorry, not Gandalf. Oh God, that was such a boomer thing. No, he was playing Dumbledore. I'm a fan of Harry Potter too. How did I pull a Gandalf on that one? Jude Law played I almost said Gandalf again. Played Dumbledore. Dumbledore is gay. Jude Law is not. I talked. Is that okay? Apparently, it's not. Okay. Are we going to rally and say enough? No more straight Dumbledore. They could have got Neil Patrick Harris. Admittedly, I think Neil Patrick Harris is awesome. That would have been really cool to have a Neil Patrick Harris Dumbledore. Actually, yeah, that would be pretty cool. They should have done that. Why didn't they do that? Why don't they give Neil Patrick Harris more roles? Huh? Not fair. Oh yeah, and Johnny Depp. He's playing Grindelwald, and Grindelwald is gay too. Johnny Depp's not gay. They could have got Neil Patrick Harris for both roles. Actually, Neil Patrick Harris in either of those would have been pretty cool, because I think Neil Patrick Harris is actually a pretty good actor. I think he'd be a good character. Anyway, the Glee actor played a gay serial killer in American Crime Story, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, a performance that won him an Emmy in December and a Golden Globe on Sunday. Hart, meanwhile, believes there are always positives to discussion about diversity and inclusion. I think having a conversation started is always a good thing, he said. In this particular case, bringing awareness to the fact that, hey, we would love to see more disabled people given the opportunities to participate in the entertainment world and potentially grow. And then they talk about, Kevin Hart's fiasco. So they end by saying, Britain's Ben Whishaw expressed similar sentiments to Cranston's on Sunday after winning a Golden Globe for playing a gay man in a very English scandal. I really believe that actors can embody and portray anything, and we shouldn't be defined only by what we are. What about somebody playing an alien? We gotta get aliens to play aliens? Like, come on, you know? It should be an even playing field for everybody. That would be my ideal. The Upside, which also stars Nicole Kidman and Juliana Margulies, opens in the UK on 11th of January. The film is a second remake of a 2011 French film, Intouchables, which was previously remade in Argentina as 2016's Inseparables. Well, there you have it. It's only, look, this is going to keep happening. And eventually, we're not going to have acting anymore. It's going to be just like, if you want to play a rich white guy, you got to be a rich white guy. If you want to play like a poor, gay, Indian transgender, you got to be all those things. And think about that too. What if the role is a disabled transgender person and they say, no, you're an able-bodied transgender person? They got to find a disabled, like, it gets complicated, right? Anyway, I don't know, that's it, I'm out. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the main channel, and thanks for watching.